Okay. Welcome back to Cataclysm with the bow only playthrough starring Katniss Everdeen. And yeah, this is going to be the final part because there is really no way. Well, there is no way for me to get better bow equipment, I guess. We have made the best bow. We have the great bow now. Um, there are there's presumably a better bow in the game. The no, what is it called? The modern composite bow? Compound great bow maybe? I don't know. The compound great bow. I mean, again, I only have the sort of database for Dark Days Ahead, not Bright Nights. So I can't really see what all bows are in Bright Nights. Yeah, I mean, Dark Days Ahead has the wooden great bow and the compound great bow. Uh, 11, 22, wooden. So, oh god, the wooden great bow in Dark Days Ahead requires 17 strength. But I think in Dark Days Ahead, the strength requirements go down based on your archery skill. I think. I think that's a recent change, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. The compound great bow is not that much better. The modern recurve bow, but that's not better. The compound hunting bow with high tension, still not really better. No, I don't think so. So I think we're gonna assume we have pretty much the best bow that's in Bright Nights, the Great Bow, which does require 15 strength. I mean, it's an insane investment that normally would require mutations to even use. We have the best arrows for armor piercing, the wooden bodkin arrow. There's nothing better, funnily enough. You'd think there would be like a metal, like a god arrow of goodness. There isn't, there really isn't. um, so simple metal arrow is the best for just unarmored, and then wooden bodkin is the best for armored. And then I managed to. Okay, so I made the great bow. Well, God, getting to 15 strength, that took a while. Believe me, that took a while. Because it would have been very simple had I been able to level up my bashing, cutting, and melee. And I drove all the fuck around, like everywhere, trying to find an amoebic blob or a Gracken. And I found some, but they were surrounded by zombies, and then the zombies killed them, and blah blah blah. And then I found a mold, a blob, and I managed to trap it in my car, and I was wailing on it with my rubber hose, which really wasn't a great decision, I guess, because it's not that terrible of a weapon. And I actually managed to kill it, so I did cheat, I guess. I did cheat. I did kill a blob with my hose. I am sorry, I whipped myself in penance, blah, blah, blah. I found a real life rubber hose and I beat myself. Whatever. But I didn't do any more training after that. So there really is not a way for me to level up bash and cutting and melee without killing stuff. It's just not really viable. So that means, yeah, I had to really go heavy into throwing. I got to throwing 5. Now, if you make like a javelin and you throw it at a practice target, that will not level up your throwing beyond 3. But fortunately, the sling, which maybe that was cheating, I don't know. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I wasn't doing damage to anything, but the sling, um, doesn't count for that. So the sling with pebbles, you can level up your throwing infinitely, I guess, um, by just shooting pebbles at the target. It took thousands of pebbles, a lot. And so if we go outside, you see I've dug holes everywhere to dig up rocks and pebbles. It was a lot, and I ended up getting like an auto key presser to just smash the F key for fire, and just just for a long time. But we got to throwing 5, and then the rest was just swimming, just dumping myself into the pool over and over and over and over again while my limbs like started to get frostbite. But yeah, we got it. So, anyways, we got the great bow. Then I went over to Brownfield, because remember this was the other bookstore we knew about. And I started clearing through that, and yeah, the great bow is good. The great bow is definitely good. Does about 50 damage per shot with the metal arrows. Most, normal zombies and stuff die in about 2 hits. So it's definitely solid. It's got a range of 26, I think. 22, 26. 26. That's pretty good. Silent, renewable ammo. 2 shots from 26 range. I mean, you can't complain too much. But it is, I mean, we're all in on archery. This is our whole character build. So that was pretty solid. And we made it to that bookstore, popped in, and lo and behold, I found one of the books we needed. The Hand Loader's Helper. Everything you could ever want to know about hand loading ammunition. So this gave us the recipe for explosive arrowhead. Explosive arrowhead, not too bad. Takes 10 solder each. Which luckily I was in a house at some point and I grabbed 200 of it, so that was good. Aluminum can, tin cans, or empty canisters. I can just make empty canisters. That's not a big deal. Long strings or plant fiber. Long strings at this point are really easy to get if you just raid houses. I mean, every curtain is a long string. And then the primer and gunpowder. Yeah, I mean, normally, if you're using guns, you generally don't want to disassemble ammo. But if you're not using guns, yeah, I mean, it's really pretty abundant. A lot, it's relatively common for enemies to drop 60 bullets or whatever. Here's 100, 357. And each bullet here would give a primer and 5 smokeless gunpowder, So it's not too bad to make explosive arrowheads, but you do need 5 of them to make 1 explosive arrow. So I didn't want to invest too much time into it because all we need to kill is 1 Juggernaut. So I made 2 of them. Oh, no, gosh. Is that 5 each? Oh, am I an idiot? Oh, it's 5 each. Never mind. We have 10 of them. Okay. So, if we cannot kill the Juggernaut now, then it's just not possible. Without mods to improve archery's viability, it is just not possible. But I would say, for Bright Nights at least, even if we cannot kill the Juggernaut, archery is pretty viable. Not as like maybe the only thing you want to do, but if you invest in archery with a side of melee, you can tackle a lot of things. I mean, you still probably want to have a rifle on hand for certain heavier targets, but yeah, it's not too shabby. All right, Juggernaut should be around here somewhere. There he be. All right, so let's first try the bodkin arrows. Let's just try normal sort of arrows and see if we can just penetrate him. Penetrate him good. So bodkin arrow, fire. 23 damage right there. So that's pretty solid. Yeah, I would say we can kill him. So I did not need to go to the extra trouble for the explosive arrows, but um well, there you go. I mean, if you can take down a skeletal juggernaut with arrows, I don't know how much more armor there is. Um, I don't know. Armor. So this is what kind of damage is simple an arrow? It's stab, right? I don't know. It's probably stab, I think. Stab. Yes. Okay, stab. So the skeletal juggernaut has 36 stab armor. What would really be higher than that? I don't think a Hulk, or maybe a Kevlar Hulk. Yeah, Kevlar Hulk has 40. So the Kevlar Hulk is a little bit higher. But I would say probably you're still good. Maybe some sort of. No, I don't. I'm trying to think. Headless Horror maybe is. So Headless Horror has no defenses. Interesting. Augmented. No, that's not in. That's a mod. Um, some sort of a UGV sort of rope. No, they don't actually have great defense. They're just really painful because of the bullets. I can't think of much other than a Kevlar Hulk. No, I think that might be the highest. Uh, and that's why, I like setting the skeletal juggernaut as like sort of the goal, is it's pretty tough. I mean, they are pretty tough. Yeah, okay. All right, then let's try the explosive arrow, shall we? This is going to be interesting. Okay, 58 damage. He took 1 damage from the actual arrow hitting him, and then 58 from the explosion. So that was good. 38, 48, 51. He's on his last legs. We're gonna run a little bit. Eat shit and die. Oh, that was a dud. Oh, there it went. Okay. It's a lot of explosive arrow. This is a big waste. And there you go. Dead. Smush. All right, there you have it. Now let me just go over to this town and fire off an explosive arrow and see what we get. All right. Explosive arrow. Fire. Oh, God. All right. Let me just kill him. Oh, God, the predator. That's going to hurt. Yep. And then I took. Yeah, I'm in moderate pain, so now I can't actually shoot the great bow. And that's that issue. It's yeah, so it's good. I mean, it's good. I like archery as like an option if you are into sort of conservation of ammo and silent and all that sort of stuff, it's really viable. In Bright Nights. In Dark Days Ahead, a little bit trickier. Dark Days Ahead, we couldn't even kill like a soldier. Oh no, I think we got the soldier eventually. We couldn't kill something. I don't remember what actually made us switch. But that was 51 damage from that shot right there. Oh, the shocker. Let's kill the shocker. Boom, boom. 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 Yeah, 53, 50, 49. It is pretty good. As it should be with 15 strength and a great bow. I mean, it's disgusting. Oh god, shocker's right there. No! And shockers are fucking fast. And now I can't fire it. Now I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm a dead man. Dead woman. Alright, well that's that. Not a very long video. But there was a lot of prep that happened before this video could occur. So it is what it is. Yeah, challenge successful. I didn't really cheat at anything. I mean, we did have to switch to Bright Nights, so I guess that is kind of cheating, but Bright Nights is generally my go-to. But yeah, there are a lot of aspects of Dark Days Ahead that I do really like. So we might do the next challenge in Dark Days Ahead again, or at least start it in Dark Days Ahead. Yeah, I don't know what my next challenge is going to be, or the next playthrough is going to be. There's a lot of options. I'm just going to sit down and think it through and decide what would be interesting. But yeah, Cataclysm is great. Alright, my name is Mangg. This has been Cataclysm with bow only, successful. And I'll see you fine folks around.